What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Now, in today's Entitled Parents video, I've got for you a couple of fantastic stories, starting off with this one, in which an entitled Karen demands free pizza pretty much for life. Entitled Karen wants free pizza forever, gets banned instead. So, I'm a store manager for a large chain pizza place that charges a bit more than the competition, but makes an arguably better product. We try to always believe the customer and make them happy if something is wrong. We have a loyal base of regulars who order often, as well as a lot of other business from randoms in the several nearby hotels. So, it's Friday night, and entitled Karen calls in an order, a very simple pepperoni and jalapeno pizza. The driver delivers it. 30 minutes later, I'm asked to talk to an angry customer on the phone. It is the Karen. Is this the manager? I've been on hold for over half an hour. Now, that is impossible, but okay. I'm very sorry about that, Mom. What seems to be the problem? I'm at the hotel, and your driver was so rude, and my pizza is burnt. I'm very sorry to hear that the pizza was not up to our quality standards. Can I make you another and send it out? No, don't bother. You've already ruined my kids' dinner, and they're crying now. Give me a credit. Now that, by the way, is a major red flag. Okay, Mom, I'll credit your number, and when you order next, it will be free. I'm very sorry again. Have a good night. Whatever. Then she hangs up. I credit the number and think, whatever, that's the end of it. Roll on Saturday night. A colleague again says to me, hey, this lady on the phone wants to speak to a manager. Hello, thank you for holding. This is the manager. Are you all idiotic? How long does it take to answer the frickin' phone? I'm sorry, what? You've only been on hold for a moment while my employee got me. Don't frickin' tell me how long I've been on hold. I know how long I've been on hold for. I was groaning inwardly already. A fun customer. Yippee. I'm sorry, Mum. How can I assist you? My pizza is burnt, and you have the rudest frickin' delivery driver. They practically threw the pizza in my face. A light bulb clicked at this story. I've dealt with this lady before. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll definitely talk to the driver about it. Can I make you a new pizza to replace the one you said is burnt? No, give me a credit. Okay, Mom. To ensure our quality standards are being met, can I have a driver come and pick up the burnt pizza so I can talk to my production staff about it? No, we ate it. Wait, you ate the burnt pizza? Yes, we were starving and couldn't wait for a remake. Just give me a credit. What, for the pizza you ate? Well, it was freaking burnt. Let me speak to a manager. I am the manager. No, I want to speak to your manager. You're being so rude and disrespectful. It's because I'm black, isn't it? You freaking racist POS. Mom, 1, stop cussing. 2, I have no idea what you look like or who you are, and she cuts me off. That's right, you idiot. You don't know who the frick I am, but you're about to find out. She then hangs up before I can say anything else. Being as she was extra, I let my district manager know about a possible complaint on my behavior, and I said what actually went down. Just as I get off the phone with her, I hear yelling in the lobby. It was her. Where is that idiotic, racist manager? I step around the partition and see a cow of a woman wearing tacky, bright green and orange with red shoes. What an image of an outfit that is, by the way, guys. That is astonishing. Can I help you? I'm already done with this person because I know exactly who it is. What, are you gonna say something to me now? Give me a dang refund for my burnt pizza, and I want gas money as well for driving over here. You didn't pay for any pizza. It was free, and we don't reimburse gas for people driving to the store. What, you think this is a freaking joke? You're gonna give me my freaking money or it's gonna go off in this building. Now, I am 100% done at this point. Get out. What the F did you say? Get out of the store. You can't tell me to leave. This is a public space. No, Mom, it's a private business, and you are no longer allowed. I'm refusing to serve you. Leave now, or I'll be forced to call the police. F you! F you! She continued to bellow this until the police arrive. I had to hear every sing-song version of F you for about 5 minutes. The police said to me, "Do you want to trespass, sir?" Yeah, she isn't welcome here anymore, I replied. Now, the police in our town are super cool with us because we give them special discounts and occasionally donate a stack of pizzas to the precinct. The policeman, who was just outside the main door, easily heard me. "Okay, so you are now being trespassed," he said to the woman. "Do not come here, Do not linger in the parking lot or you will be arrested. This applies for every single chain of the pizza store, not just this one. The defeated look on her face when he said that was almost worth the cost of admission. Yes, not the most epic of endings, I know, but what can you do? I don't know, OP. Personally, I think that ending was pretty good, you know? Everyone got the justice that they deserved and, you know, you got on with your day and this horrible Karen was banned from your pizza store. Good stuff, no? I mean, maybe it might have been better had you got some sort of reaction out of her and, you know, had her actually arrested, but overall, pretty realistic ending to just say, no, you're banned for trespassing, do not come here again, and don't try and use the same techniques to get a free pizza time after time. How stupid do you have to be? Surely at that point, when you get the first credit for the pizza, you take the pizza and you run. You go to a different store maybe and try that technique again. You don't try it at the same restaurant with the same manager, the same staff. They're going to remember your voice. They're going to know who you are. They're going to say, oh, just the other day someone used the same technique and got some credit off me. I wonder if they're the same person. Oh, wait, yes, they obviously are. How dumb can you be? Take the free pizza and run. Now moving on to our next story. Entitled mother gets her parcels delivered to my home. This story is something that happened to me and my fiance fairly recently. We recently bought our first home together in a nice, quiet area in the north of England. If you're not familiar with the British postal system, basically we get letters delivered through flaps in our front doors, and parcels that are larger than the letterbox get handed to us if we are in. If we're not in, they get given to a neighbour, and we can collect them later. If no one can take them, they get taken back to the depot where they sit or are returned to the sender. So, last month, we were just settling into our new home and my fiance bought some clothes online for a local gym he wanted to join. I was in the house the day of the delivery, as I was expecting it, and I'm working from home. When the delivery lady arrived with the parcel, there were two. I thought nothing of it at first and put it in the garage for my fiance to open later on. When he came in from work, he rushes to open his delivery like it was Christmas, and to his surprise, the second parcel was not for him. It had our address on, but no name. We were both confused at this point, and thought it may be for one of the neighbours, and that they would collect it later. Time goes by, and we get a note through the door that reads, "Hey, my son got his parcel delivered to your house. Call me on insert number here so I can come and collect it." Again, we thought it was a neighbour, so my fiance called the number for a woman to answer and say she'll be over shortly to collect the parcel. It turned out she lived across the town and her son chose our address to have it delivered to. Look, we thought this was weird, but we assumed it must have been a mistake. Anyways, we thought that was the last of it. But the next day, I get 2 more parcels for this lady's son, again with no name, but with our address on the package. At this point, I'm thinking it was a mistake on their part, or possibly they used to live here. Anyway, they came to collect their parcels, and all was well. But guess what? More and more parcels over the next week arrive for this lady's son. At this point, I'm starting to get really annoyed by this, as even though I work from home, I can't leave meetings constantly to collect parcels that aren't even ours. So the next day, when the parcel lady comes, I just tell her, sorry, this isn't for me, and you're gonna need to return it to the sender. So off she goes and takes the parcel back to the depot. A few hours later, I hear a knock at the door, and guess who? The entitled mother is standing there with her son. Now, I hate confrontation, so my memory of the conversation is a bit hazy, but she was furious that we denied her parcel and now she had to wait for it to be re-delivered. I told her she needs to get her parcels delivered to her own home, as it's weird and inconvenient for me. Like, I don't even know this lady. She then tells me it's easier for her to get them delivered to my home, as I'm always in and she isn't. Now look, maybe this would be possibly okay if I was friends with her and she'd asked me beforehand, but she lives across town and chose a random address for her parcels. Anyways, she leaves and I think that finally, maybe this is the end of the story, but parcels keep showing up, and for the next week, I politely tell the parcel lady they aren't mine and to return to sender. After a week of doing this, I stopped getting the parcels, so I guess she finally got the message. How entitled must this woman have been to think it's okay to get parcels delivered to a random person's home that she doesn't even know because it's easier for her? I really hope she wasn't doing this to someone else after me. But it was satisfying to know that she would have to wait twice as long for her parcels because they were returned to sender. Alright, now this one, guys, I'll be honest, I don't understand this at all, because how would you ever initially find the address of this random person? So OP in this story, that's the address that this Karen has eventually found of somebody who's willing to open packages and have Karen collect them. But what if you were doing this just from the off? When you first started doing this, you have to select a random address, right? I guess relatively near to you, but not too near that you know the person. How do you know? My point is, how do you know that the address that you're sending your packages to, the person who lives there isn't just going to take the packages as their own? How do you know they're just going to hold them? Why would they not either take it as their own if they were a bit, naughty, I guess, or just say, no, that's not mine, and return it? How can you know for sure that the person is just going to hold the packages and wait for you to come there? I don't get it. And also, is it worth all this fuss just because you're not at home when the package might come, to know that you're going to be able to get the package off the person who is at home? As you can probably tell, I have a lot of questions here about this story. It's a very, very strange one, I think. I'm just a little bit shocked. I don't really know what's going on there at all. I mean, just looking at the comments here on Reddit, a lot of people, a lot cleverer than me, are saying maybe there was something illicit or illegal in the packages, and that was why this woman, this Karen, couldn't risk them going to her home. They were going to yours instead. And that would make a lot of sense, because I'll be honest, guys, I don't understand why anyone would send packages to a different address. It makes no sense to me, apart from if this might be the reason. If this is the reason, first of all, it makes complete sense. Second of all, OP, you're in danger, I reckon, because, you can't be too careful with this sort of stuff. And if you're accidentally carrying, or it looks like you're ordering illicit substances or whatever, you could be in big trouble. So, yeah, I reckon call the police on this one. This is why I read the comments of the Reddit always, after I read a story, because everyone there is much more clever than me. And likewise, all you watching right now, you're also more intelligent than me. So if you guys have any better idea as to what might be going on here, please leave your comments, your conspiracy theories, your solutions to what OP could do down below, and hopefully we can all find a common solution to what might be going on here, because it's very perplexing for sure. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of r/EntitledParents. A couple of very interesting stories there, especially the second one. I really want to know what was going on there. Very interesting stuff indeed. Again, as I say, comment down below what you think might have been going on there. If you are new to the channel and you want to see more from me straight away, I put a playlist up on screen of all of my Entitled Parents videos, and as well, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, because if you click that button, you'll get notified every time that I post a video, which is daily, and that means you'll never miss any of them. So that's a good thing to do. With that all being said, I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care, guys.